The timeless roots of traditional plant-based diets across cultures in every corner of the world, from the lush terraces of Andean communities to the arid plains of Africa, traditional diets have long revolved around whole plant foods. These time-honored practices offer not only nourishment but also deep cultural significance that transcends generations. Modern health trends often rediscover what ancient civilizations knew intuitively: whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, fruits, and vegetables form the foundation of some of history's most vibrant cultures. By exploring these traditional plant-based diets, we uncover powerful lessons about sustainability, nutrition, and holistic well-being. Cultivating abundance. Ancient agricultural wisdom. Ancient agricultural techniques reveal remarkable ingenuity in cultivating diverse plant-based food systems. Indigenous farming methods such as intercropping, companion planting, and crop rotation demonstrate a profound understanding of ecological balance. For example, Mesoamerican civilizations mastered maize cultivation through the Three Sisters method, planting corn, beans, and squash together to create a symbiotic growing system. This technique maximized soil nutrients while minimizing pests naturally. Nutrient synergy. The combination of these three crops provided complete proteins, essential vitamins, and minerals. Ecosystem benefits. Diverse plantings reduced disease spread and improved water retention in soils. Mediterranean societies developed olive groves alongside grain fields, creating sustainable landscapes that still thrive today. Such agricultural wisdom highlights how traditional knowledge can inform modern sustainable farming practices. These ancestral approaches remind us that healthy eating is deeply intertwined with environmental stewardship. By studying historical agricultural patterns, contemporary farmers are finding new ways to restore degraded lands through regenerative agroecology. Sustaining life. Nutritional powerhouses of tradition. Traditional plant foods contain nutritional profiles optimized by centuries of selective breeding and natural adaptation. Many indigenous plants possess bioactive compounds with medicinal properties that modern science continues to discover. Turmeric used in Indian cuisine contains curcumin, which has shown anti-inflammatory effects. Similarly, cacao consumed by Mayan cultures contains flavonoids linked to cardiovascular health improvements when eaten traditionally. Native American tribes cultivated amaranth, a nutrient-dense seed rich in protein, iron, and calcium. Modern research confirms its potential in addressing global malnutrition challenges due to its high biological value. Global variations in plant food traditions. Different regions have developed distinct plant-based food traditions shaped by local climates and available resources. In Japan, seaweed plays a vital role in the diet, providing iodine and other trace elements crucial for thyroid function. African countries rely heavily on sorghum and millet, which thrive in arid conditions and provide sustained energy without causing blood sugar spikes. These resilient grains continue to be staples despite increasing globalization influences. South Asian cuisines feature lentils and chickpeas extensively, forming the base of many vegetarian dishes. Their high fiber and protein content make them ideal for maintaining digestive health and satiety over extended periods. Each of these examples illustrates how traditional diets evolved based on geographical constraints yet managed to provide balanced nutrition tailored to human needs across different environments. Biodiversity preservation. Through culinary heritage. Traditional plant food consumption supports biodiversity conservation efforts worldwide. When communities maintain heirloom varieties and native species, they help preserve genetic diversity critical for future food security. The loss of traditional crops threatens our ability to adapt to climate change. Heirloom beans, heritage tomatoes, and wild rice strains represent living libraries of genetic material that could become invaluable in developing climate-resilient crops. By incorporating these forgotten flavors back into our meals, we not only honor ancestral culinary traditions but also safeguard against monoculture agriculture's vulnerabilities. Farmers markets and community-supported agriculture programs increasingly promote regional specialties once overshadowed by mass-produced commodities. This revival helps sustain small-scale producers who depend on niche market demands. Cultural identity and culinary practices. Plant-based traditions serve as vital expressions of cultural identity passed down through generations. Cooking methods, ingredient combinations, and meal structures reflect social values and historical experiences. In Mexican culture, nixtamalization, the process of soaking corn in lime water before grinding it, is both a nutritional enhancement and a sacred ritual tied to pre-Columbian ceremonies. This practice boosts niacin absorption significantly. Korean kimchi making involves meticulous fermentation processes that transform cabbage and radishes into probiotic-rich condiments. This tradition fosters family bonding during winter months when communal preparation takes place. Such culinary customs highlight how food goes beyond sustenance. It becomes a vessel for transmitting collective memory, spiritual beliefs, and ethical principles embedded within each dish prepared according to ancestral recipes. Reviving forgotten flavors, a global movement and international movement seeks to reintroduce traditional plant foods into contemporary diets through education and innovation. Chefs, researchers, and grassroots organizations collaborate to bridge the gap between past wisdom and present-day realities. Projects like Slow Food's Arc of Taste catalog endangered ingredients and advocate for their protection. This initiative documents thousands of heirloom crops at risk of disappearing due to industrial homogenization. Food scientists study indigenous preservation techniques, from drying methods used by First Nations peoples to salt curing practiced by coastal communities, to develop sustainable storage solutions for plant-based products. Urban gardening initiatives encourage city dwellers to grow native herbs and vegetables that were once staples in their ancestors' kitchens. Community gardens become spaces where cultural narratives unfold through hands-on learning experiences. Health benefits rooted in tradition. Modern medical research increasingly validates the health advantages found in traditional plant-based diets. Studies show lower rates of chronic diseases among populations adhering to ancestral dietary patterns compared to those following Western diets. Paleo-inspired diets draw inspiration from early hunter-gatherer lifestyles but often overlook the importance of culturally appropriate plant foods central to many indigenous diets. True ancestral diets include fermented foods, herbal teas, and seasonal variations. The Mediterranean diet model incorporates traditional plant foods while aligning with current nutritional guidelines. It emphasizes whole grains, fresh produce, olives, and moderate wine consumption, all features common to many ancient plant-based cuisines. Evidence suggests that regular consumption of traditional plant foods correlates with enhanced gut microbiome diversity, stronger immune responses, and better mental health outcomes associated with natural, unprocessed foods. Building sustainable futures through ancestral knowledge. As climate change impacts global food production systems, revisiting traditional plant food sources offers promising solutions. Indigenous agricultural practices emphasize resilience against extreme weather events and resource scarcity. Countries facing desertification adopt ancient irrigation techniques combined with drought-resistant crops cultivated by local communities for millennia. This hybrid approach balances technological advancements with time-tested methods. Agroforestry models inspired by tropical forest ecosystems mimic nature's own strategies for maximizing productivity while preserving biodiversity. These systems integrate tree crops with ground-level vegetation in complex layered arrangements. By integrating traditional ecological knowledge with modern scientific research, policymakers can design more effective climate-smart agriculture policies that benefit both people and planet simultaneously. Conclusion: the resurgence of interest in traditional plant foods reflects a broader recognition of their immense value for health, environment, and cultural continuity. These foods embody centuries of accumulated wisdom encoded in every recipe handed down through generations. To fully harness this potential, individuals can start by incorporating locally grown heirloom vegetables into weekly meals or supporting artisanal food producers committed to preserving traditional methods. Every choice contributes to a healthier, more sustainable future rooted in our shared culinary heritage.